5 is live. We are back. Some updated standings for everybody. Really quickly, Lance had a solid week. He got the Clippers fucked me this week. Let's just be honest. The Clippers fucked me raw. And we got a shit national championship. So Lance is in first with 21.
I didn't mind.
Where I belong.
Me and Joe are tied second with 19. And Jack is bringing up the rear with 15. So a little bit back there for Jaquavius.
You fall back, man.
Yeah, he's coming along though. He's coming along. We are gonna hop right into the NFL playoffs because cinema is what we're gonna see this weekend. I might not leave my couch. If anybody tries to call me, get in touch with me, don't. I'm gonna be watching football from 4:30 on Saturday afternoon until about 11 p.m. Monday night.
Oh, what time is that game on Monday? How many games are there? 2 games on Monday?
Just one.
Oh, okay, good.
8.
I got a pickleball match on Monday. I can't.
Bro sounded like somebody's grandpa.
I'll beat up on someone's grandpa.
You probably would.
Hell
You
yeah.
wouldn't even take it easy, dude.
Hell no. If they're across from me, they're playing me. They're my enemy.
You wouldn't even take it easy on like Joe Biden.
I go hard as hell.
I would. If it hits you and if the ball hits you, it's my point.
Yeah.
He's taking a couple shots to the forehead. I'm smacking it at him.
He's getting domed. All right.
He probably think we're playing golf.
I want to play Kamala.
I'd like to play Michael.
Jackson?
I'm not going to go there.
Straight hand?
I'll leave it. I'll tell you later.
Oh, Michelle.
I figured somebody would get it first.
I don't really want to play him.
Fuck, dude. All right, football. Let's get into football. Browns and Texans on Saturday at 4:30 is going to be our first game. Lance is going to pick first. I'll go on this one, Joe, and we'll just rotate back and forth on who goes second. Go ahead.
The first game, or the first matchup between these two was not that long ago, and it was pretty one-sided. I know the Texans didn't have C.J. Stroud.
Case Keenum.
But Flacco made them men look like boys. And I think he's going to do it again this weekend. I think the Browns are going to win. I think Joe Flacco's going to play well. That defense is just going to be all over the place again. It won't be as much of a blowout as it was in the regular season, but the Browns win. The Cinderella story continues.
Did they play that game in Houston in the regular season?
Yes.
Got it.
This one is tough because I really want to take this Texans. At home, the best rookie quarterback in football.
Maybe ever.
Maybe had one of the best rookie quarterback seasons of all time. Took a 3-13 Texans team to the playoffs this year. They won the South, I think, with the Jack. Yeah, won the South this year after winning 3 games last year. He's balling. They're playing at home. I think Texans fans will show out. It's very tough to pick against the experience of Joe Cool and Amari Cooper, who kind of turned his career around this year and is having a really good year, especially the back half with Joe Flacco. They've got a connection and a top 3 defense in the NFL. It's very hard to pick against them, so I'm not gonna. I'm gonna take the Cleveland Browns. I hope it's a good game. I hope CJ still has a great game, but I gotta rock with all the experience and everything the Browns have going for them. I gotta take the Browns.
Well, after this past week, C.J. Stroud has become my favorite quarterback because Jalen Hurts now sucks cock. He's very poised. He's not what you typically see with a rookie quarterback. He's at home, first home playoff game. With that being said, as a Steelers fan, I am familiar with the cerebral assassin that is Mr. Joe Flacco. And he's better than Deshaun Watson. If it was Deshaun Watson playing, I'm taking the Texans all day. But we got former Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco playing and balling out, and he's going to go into Houston, and unfortunately, he's going to beat the Texans. So give me the Browns.
Well, I've been known to take islands just to take islands sometimes.
You have. You took the Colts this past week for no reason.
Didn't really work out for me.
Didn't have any reason for it.
Hey, if he would have caught the ball, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Don't put your best player in on the most important play of the season.
That could have been a mid moment of the week.
They would see that coming.
Mind games.
Anyway, I have highlighted all my games before we discussed before today.
You still might flip on one.
No, I will not. I'm committing to not flipping on a single one. Give me the Browns. The Browns are going to get it done.
The Browns.
Joe Cool, if you watched our
Hold on, real quick. Have we seen the Browns win a playoff game in our lifetime?
they beat
Baker-
the shit out of the Steelers.
It
like,
wasn't
2
the
years
shit.
ago. They were up
us.
28-0 in the first quarter.
They beat that was they beat us. It wasn't.
They
shit.
beat the shit out of them.
No, it
I
wasn't.
couldn't remember if Baker won
They
a
were
game
they
or
were
not.
up like
Yeah.
28-0 in the first quarter.
They won one game though.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
they almost beat the Chiefs. If it weren't for
Salud.
was it Chad Henne or was it
Chad Henne.
Henny, yeah,
Chad
okay.
Henne had
I
a
remember,
4th and 2
yeah,
sneak or whatever.
I remember
or
that game now.
pass to the boundary. Yeah. Anyway, give me the Browns. Take them down. If you watch our full episode podcast, which you should go check out in our daily fantasy pick'em entry, brought to you by
Underdog.
Use code FTS. I took Joe Flacco to throw higher than 1.5 passing touchdowns, and I think it'll happen, and I think that's why they win the game. Give me the Browns.
All right. Next matchup would have been more interesting 12 weeks ago.
Yep.
You've got the Miami Dolphins at the Kansas City Chiefs on Saturday night at 8:15. Lancinus gets to start.
Exclusively on Peacock.
I hate that
Exclusively.
shit.
That's so stupid. It's just a money grab. It's ridiculous.
There's not much debate in between these two ears over here.
I would hope not.
It's cold. The Dolphins are down to John and Jane Doe on the D line. And Mahomes is Mahomes, and it's Arrowhead. Tyreek can only do so much. Give me the Chiefs.
Your turn.
Oh, my turn.
Yeah, this one.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Dolphins don't play one in the cold. Tua, I mean, he's playing a good defense. The Chiefs they're a good defense. Chris Jones gonna be coming up all in his face. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs.
Pause. All right.
That
He gonna be-
combine, I'm telling
he
you,
gonna
man,
be
that
coming
combine.
fast and hard.
I'm not watching that video later. You can't make me.
Oh, I'll show you.
All right. I'm damn nasty.
got him all flustered.
I am gonna real quick, just some quick tidbits for you guys if you were wondering where all of our decisions came from. The Dolphins have lost 10 consecutive games when the temperature is 40 degrees or colder, a streak that goes back to a loss to Joe's Pittsburgh Steelers in 2017. The wind chill is supposed to have Kansas City feeling like below zero.
-9, I think.
Miami consistently practices and plays, when they're at home in 70-degree plus South Florida weather. They are going to be without Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, Jerome Baker, Andrew Van Ginkel, linebacker Cameron Good, and Xavier Howard is not expected to suit up. They will also enter this game with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Raheem Mostert, Devon Achane, all questionable to play in this game. I don't think it's close. Give me the Chiefs and Arrowhead.
Yeah, I've been a Dolphins beat writer all year. I've been
You have. It didn't work
really.
out.
I love, and if they were healthy,
Maybe.
very different story. But they're not, and the Chiefs are the Chiefs, and Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, and Andy Reid's Andy Reid, and Arrowhead is Arrowhead. So the Chiefs will do what the Chiefs do, and they will win in the first round. Give me the Chiefs.
All right, the next one is probably, in my opinion, the least intriguing matchup of the
Whatever.
playoffs. It's no hate, man. I got to be honest. It's probably the least intriguing game in my opinion. You've got the TJ Watt-less Steelers against the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo this Sunday at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, you do.
I want to pick I want to see the Steelers win. I don't.
You look like you're doing charity. You're like, I wanna do.
I don't like seeing the Bills win games, and I don't like watching Josh Allen win games. I want to pick the Steelers, but I can't do it. I have to take the Bills, just because no T.J. Watt. I'll be rooting for the Steelers, but it's a bad play if I take the Steelers. So give me the Buffalo Bills.
Wow.
I don't want to take the Steelers. I like watching Josh Allen win football games. I'm a
Bandwagon.
big Josh Allen fan. I have been since he made it into the league. I'm not a Steelers fan. Me and Joe give each other shit all the time about our teams.
Except for one's in the playoffs, right?
The only difference is his team will get to play for one more week than mine did this year, and then
And we were 10-7 instead of 7-10.
they'll all meet in Cancun. we'll just have a better draft pick and about the same QB room. So give me the better defense, especially with TJ Watt out. Give me the better quarterback with Mason Rudolph playing quarterback, and give me the better overall team in the Buffalo Bills on Sunday at 1 in the snow.
Well, they do not have a better defense. We got a good. We got the best big play defense, and Josh Allen is the best quarterback at giving the defense big plays. That's number one.
You had the best big play defense when you had the best big play defender in football.
No,
Which you do not have.
he only has one interception, and
Sacks? Strip
that's
sacks?
not what I'm not talking about big play sacks. I'm talking about turnovers, which is what Josh Allen does. He turns the ball over. We got Minka, if he plays, is going to hawk down that ball. We got the corner. What's the Vikings got? Patrick Peterson, who they're switching into safety now a little bit.
He's
What the
playing
fuck?
safety?
Pat Pete.
Okay.
He a dog. He's been getting better as the year goes along. We got the rookie, JPJ, Joey Porter
He's
Jr.
been good.
And we're the biggest underdog in the playoffs, 10 points right now. In his career, Mike Tomlin, 26-9-1 against the spread as a dog against teams with a better record. The Bills this season.
Spread is not necessarily a win.
It will be. The Bills this season are 5-1 against playoff teams that are in the playoffs right now, right? Playoff teams.
You said they're 5-1?
5-1. They've lost how many games?
The Bills?
Six.
Six.
Well, that means 5 of their losses came to teams that aren't in the playoffs. And if you look at it, Steelers shouldn't really be in the playoffs. They're not a playoff team.
I'm glad we can agree.
So the Bills are going to be looking. They're going to be like, damn, we got to play Kansas City next week. We already played them once. If it weren't for Kadarius Toney, our season would have already been over. We better get ready for this game. And then before you know it, Pittsburgh wins in Buffalo, moves on, beats the Ravens, moves on. It's in the AFC Championship game playing Kansas City. Give me the Steelers, man.
I'll be rooting for y'all so hard this weekend, but
I can't say I didn't expect it.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was coming.
What a wonderful speech. Give me the Bills. I don't think it's going to be very close. Josh Allen's a dog. James Cook's a dog. Stephon Diggs a dog.
Stephon Diggs is not a
hasn't done
dog.
shit.
He will be this
Dalton
week.
Kincaid's
No,
a
he
dog.
I think Diggs has a good game this
Man,
week.
this is the same team that almost lost to the Patriots, and they already lost to the Patriots
We're
once.
talking
They
about
almost
Steelers
lost to
lose
the
to
We're
Patriots
talking about a
again.
division
And
Didn't the Steelers
matchup.
actually lose to the Patriots?
We're not talking about
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
And then they
Come on,
almost
bro.
lost
And the
to
Cardinals?
They almost lost to Easton. That was with Kenny Pickett. They almost lost to Easton Stick and the Chargers. Those losses
But they
came with
didn't.
Mitch
Almost,
Trubisky at
almost counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. It's the only two places almost ever counts.
the Falcons almost made the playoffs, so fuck you.
I don't know. You just said the Steelers are not a good, are not a playoff team.
But
and you're over
we're
here
10
telling-
and 7.
So who gives a shit? You're gonna be sitting in Cancun with us next weekend
No, we won't.
after you get your ass blown out by the Bills.
Arthur Blank is too cheap. He not paying for Cancun.
And we
he
finally-
he
we-
paying for Panama City.
We finally did
Yeah.
something you wish y'all could
You're
do
going to hit
and
up
get rid of your
ugly
head
coyote
coach.
down there in Panama City.
Him and Desmond Ritter.
Desmond Ritter. Ugh.
Shitter.
Anyway, yeah.
Bills are gonna blow
Bills.
that back out.
No, they're not.
All right, next game. I don't really think this one will be close either, but we can talk about it. We've got the Green Bay Packers at the Dallas Cowboys in Jerry's World on Sunday at 4:30.
If you watch the full-length episode, you saw my underdog dog of the week was Jordan Love. Because I think the Cowboys are going to be beating the dog shit out of the Packers, so they're going to throw the ball a lot, and he's going to get at least one touchdown before garbage time. So give me the Cowboys. The Packers team is so mid with a capital M, and
MID is all capital.
give me the
It is you.
Cowboys.
Yes.
I don't think the Packers have a good enough defense. I do think Jordan Love is. In the next couple of years, it will become evident that he is a much better quarterback than Dak Prescott. But give me the Cowboys at home.
That would have been a good hot take today.
Yeah.
Poor NFC North fans go from Favre to Rodgers, and it looks like it's about to go to Jordan Love. But he is not going to play well this week. They-
there?
The Cowboys have one of the NFL's best defenses when they play at home, which they are doing in a playoff environment against the 7 seed after coming back and winning the division The odds are so stacked against the Packers. It's not even funny. And I don't think it'll be funny how bad the Cowboys beat them. So give me the Dallas Cowboys to win at home.
Man, going last is kind of boring. I don't get to say anything extra. Y'all have already said everything. Give me the Cowboys. I mean, the Packers realistically almost lost to the Bears this past weekend with a chance to go to the playoffs on the line at home. Didn't look good. Cowboys have looked solid outside of a few hiccups all year.
They've looked solid at home.
They're playing at home.
Yeah, exactly.
Except for the Bills game.
Bills was in Buffalo.
That
I
was in
think.
Buffalo.
Mm-mm.
No?
Was it not? I don't remember. Anyway,
I thought it was.
I don't think.
I'll take the Cowboys. I'm not going to think too much about it. Cowboys have way more experience and are just an overall more talented team.
Oh, maybe it was in Buffalo.
It was in Buffalo.
Yeah, I'll take the boys.
Them boys.
Them boys, America's team.
Is that a them boy sweep?
Unfortunately.
That's 2 sweeps.
Hey, at least
Wait,
we
is
all
that 3
picked them.
sweeps?
I think so.
Yeah.
We all picked them so we can all root against them.
Well, oh, wait, no, it's not a sweep because he picked the Steelers.
I'm the only
We're
one.
talking
that's
about
gonna
the
win.
I know. I
Packers,
was counting. I was counting how many sweeps we were at.
Oh, okay. The Cowboys game, though, we can all just now root against the Cowboys because nobody can lose a point.
That's
Yeah.
true. I want them to lose really
I
bad.
would love to see it. All right, to me, if we're talking storylines and just build up anticipation, just everything that goes into a fantastic NFL playoff game, this game has it all. We have got the Los Angeles Rams at the Detroit Lions in Ford Field on Sunday night at 8:15, and damn it, am I excited.
First home playoff game for the Lions in a long time.
Like I
A
said,
long time.
with the Browns, you got some Cinderella stories this year. They're not only going to let them things last 1 week. They got to milk it while they can. The Lions have been playing.
You like
Good.
milking it, don't you?
I really enjoy it. But
Why did I do that?
The
I know it
Packers-
was coming.
the
Why did I
Pack-
do that?
not the Packers. The Lions have been playing pretty good football. They should have beat the Cowboys. So they should be coming off a 4-game winning streak into the playoffs.
And that one was in Dallas, right?
That one was,
Yeah, it
in,
was
Dallas.
in Dallas.
And I know the defense has been suspect, but I think they might have C.J. Gardner-Johnson back because he did get activated, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know if
And-
he's going to play this week.
It's
It'll
gonna, I think it's gonna be a shootout. Which offense can make more plays? And I trust the Lions' offense at home behind the home crowd. The lights are gonna get too bright for Stafford and the Rams. Give me the Lions.
All right.
I kind of agree with your argument if you put it a different way. I am going to take the road team. I'm taking the Los Angeles Rams. Look, when the Rams went on their Super Bowl run with Goff was not asked to do the most.
Everything.
They had a great running game with Todd Gurley. They played off play action, and they had a great defense. We saw how bad. I don't want to say how bad. We saw that the lights got too bright for Jared Goff in the Super Bowl. They put up 3 points.
Boring Super Bowl.
I know it's the first game in Detroit. Good on Detroit.
Happy for the city.
Happy for the city. But I'm more of a Matthew Stafford fan than I want to root for the Lions. I think it's a fantastic storyline. He brings the Rams all the way back this season. He's now playing in basically the house that him,
built.
Barry, and Megatron
Megatron.
built. You got the 3 greatest players in Lions history right there, and then everyone else falls off a cliff. I would love to take the Lions, but if we're talking about a shootout, like you said, I'm going to trust the guy who has won shootouts in playoff scenarios, and his name is not Jared Goff.
I was gonna say, I think Jared Goff did win one of the biggest shootouts in NFL history.
Regular season.
It was regular season, but it was like a playoff game. They were like 10-1 and 9-2 after the game. It was crazy.
I got more trust in Matthew Stafford, especially because he's playing in Detroit, and they're already talking shit. They're like, you can't wear Matthew Stafford jerseys to the games. Do not wear, like, he's not one of the greatest players in franchise history. I think he's going to come with a chip on his shoulder. I trust him more than I trust Jared Goff, and if the lights were going to get too bright for anybody, it would be too bright for the team who hasn't hosted a playoff game in over 3 decades. So I'm going to take the Los Angeles Rams to get it done on the road.
Well, piggybacking off of what Lance said, C.J. Gardner-Johnson will be playing. He played last week, recorded an interception against the Vikings.
Nick Mullins interceptions don't count.
Yeah.
That's like Desmond Ridder interceptions.
Or
And
he throws like 3 a game.
I think
Exactly.
this is a tough one for me because I like both quarterbacks. They both pretty much have the same postseason record, though. One has one more win than the other. One got to the Super Bowl and lost. One got to the Super Bowl and won against the Bengals. Are we really counting that, though? He didn't. It's not like he played the greatest quarterback of all time. I am gonna go with I'm just gonna copy Lance because it's worked pretty much. It worked last week. Give me the Lions, man.
All right, they did it with the
And I don't think the
Natty.
Rams defense is elite enough to make Jared Goff flip the hell out.
Well,
it worked last week for the Bills-Dolphins game.
and
So,
the Natty.
so let's see if I took Washington.
Oh, you took Washington?
I was the Washington
Oh,
Island.
did you take Michigan? Oh,
Yeah, he took Michigan.
I thought you took
3
Washington
Michigan.
too.
No,
It
Anyway.
works for the Bills-Dolphins game.
It did. Well, I have said, and what was it, 4 weeks ago now? That my
Yes.
original hot take? My hot take 4 weeks ago on our full episode podcast was that the Rams would make the playoffs. This is when they were an 8 seed, I think, or a 9 seed. Make the playoffs and win in the first round and upset somebody. What a time to do it than against Matthew Stafford's former team in the Detroit Lions. The Rams have won 7 of their last 8. Their only loss coming to the AFC's number 1 seed Baltimore Ravens in an overtime loss on a punt return touchdown is their only loss in their last 8 games. Kyron's healthy, getting hot at the right time. Cooper Kupp's healthy, getting hot at the right time. Puka Nakua's healthy, getting hot at the right time. Matthew Stafford's healthy. This is a great looking team. One other something that I was reading something. It was like, oh, they lost to the Cowboys earlier in the season. That was really detrimental. They didn't have Kupp, Kyron, or Matthew Stafford in that game that they lost to the Cowboys. So I am going to take the Los Angeles Rams to take down the Detroit Lions in the first round of the NFL playoffs and finish the story, as some Cody Rhodes fans would say.
You know who else the Rams lost to?
Did they lose to the Steelers?
Hell yeah, they did.
When was that?
They lost to Kenny Pickett, man.
Watch this. Let's see who the starting quarterback was.
Well, we
Continue.
played Matt Stafford.
Was it Stafford?
Yeah,
Week
Really?
3.
whooped his ass.
Oh,
week
week
3. Week 4.
Week
Somewhere in there.
week
Week 7.
7.
You had Staffy, no Cooper Kupp, no Kyron Williams. So
No matter, we would have crushed all of them.
anyway,
Sounds like some biased Georgia fans to me, Lance.
We might
didn't
be.
you just pick the Steelers?
Yeah, you did just pick the Steelers.
Well, yeah,
But is that not a biased fan?
well, clearly, but I'm just pointing out everybody knew
Mine's
my
just
pick was
biased because I've been riding the train for like 4 weeks. So I'm sticking. I'm not gonna switch up. On
I
the fam.
just
I'm
that
switching
game
up,
was so
sticking to my guns.
that game was so 50-50 for me because I don't have any Lions playoff experience to go off of. I can't like look at their playoff record or
You
like
look at
what
a
they've
couple
done in
losses.
30 years ago.
Oh, they made the
C.J.
playoffs in
Gardner
2016.
Johnson says they got 2 more banners to hang this season after they hung their division one.
It'd be a
Biggest
cool
blowout in
story.
playoff history.
But I am going to root for Matthew Stafford, and if I got to toss a coin, I'm going to pick the quarterback I actually want to see win the game and the coolest storyline in the wild card round.
Staffy Daddy.
I'm going to take Staff. All right. The next game, if you would have asked us 6 weeks ago how this game goes, we probably would have given you a much different answer. I think we've got some interesting picks coming in for this one. We have got the Philadelphia Eagles at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Monday night prime time in the Bay.
Well, everybody knows my pick based on my hot take of the week. If you check out the podcast, and it's Baker's gonna ball, and I don't like the Eagles. I don't like any of them. And
Oh, you don't like Jason Kelsey?
I'm okay with Jason.
Jordan Mailata? He's got a beautiful singing voice.
I'm very indifferent.
Got it.
And I like seeing the Eagles suffer and lose and be depressed. And so that's going to continue this weekend. The Bucs are going to win at home. And they might, AJ Brown was
bitching.
as
and,
always.
What else is new?
and Jalen Hurts had
Crying, emotion,
17
or probably
pick.
just emotionless on the bench.
yeah
Just
Um,
stone cold. That I hate that.
Coming up-
Fucking-
coming up with an Instagram caption.
God gives his hardest battles to his toughest soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Is that his most recent?
I don't know.
We down but not out.
You don't need to look that up. Give us your pick.
I already did.
Bucks.
Yeah, Bucks.
Give me the Bucks.
My turn?
Yep.
It's my turn. All right.
It's our ball, ain't it? It's our
Well,
ball.
I don't know if y'all saw the practice photos, but Baker, he balling out in practice with the Zins in the pocket, man.
I did see that.
He's standing on business. And this Eagles team,
That is business.
Business.
MVZ.
Business.
exactly.
He's standing on business.
Exactly.
Most
And
valuable Zinner.
This Eagles team is broken, just like Jalen Hurts' finger. So I'm taking Baker Mayfield to go in to Tampa Bay and put Nick Sirianni's job on notice. Let him know if he doesn't get back to the NFC Championship game next year, he's done. And I think we could see the Bucks go on a little mini run.
This one's
Give me
this
big boy
one's
Baker.
tough, dude.
Big boy.
I wish one of y'all would have picked the Eagles because it would have made this a little bit easier.
I like Jalen Hurts, but
I like Baker. I have been a Baker guy all season long, even though he plays in the NFC South. That's one of the things that's making this pick so hard for me, though, is they're 9-8 and they won the South. By beating the Panthers 9-0 in their last game. I'm like, it's so tough because the Eagles have all the talent in the world to go into this game and beat the Bucks by 17. The problem is they just got their ass whooped by the Giants.
New York Football Giants.
And they are playing in Tampa Bay, which isn't – it's not an easy place to play. Tampa Bay gets loud. And Baker is trying to shove it to everybody and let them know. And I really want to pick the Eagles because that's my gut feeling, and I feel like I could get a point up on you guys here. But I don't want to have to root for him. I want to root for Baker to ball out against the Eagles. So I'm going to pick based on that. That's what I'm going to do. Give me the Bucks.
Now we got an Island boy.
You remember when I said I was sticking to my highlights?
Yeah.
Who's highlighted?
Nobody.
Give me the Eagles.
Oh.
They're so talented. If they're going to right the ship, it has to be now. And I think Sirianni and Hurts and A.J. Brown and all of them know that, especially on the defensive side. They played earlier in the year. These two teams did. I watched
And
it
the
in
Eagles
y'all's
dicked 'em.
house. The Eagles whooped their ass.
Yeah, it was a
in
fantastic
Tampa,
game.
in Tampa. Yeah, I was short by a yard on somebody.
Was
for
it perhaps on
daily-
a daily fantasy
It was on a daily.
sports pick'em entry?
Brought to you by FTS. Code FTS. Use it on.
It's not brought to you, but
you know.
I get what you're
FTS.
saying. Go ahead.
This is the time. Stop picking the Steelers to go to the AFC Championship. No, I think the Eagles are going to get it done this week. I think while the Eagles did lose last week to the Giants, very bad look, ugly look. The Bucks did win a game 9-0 and a chance to win to secure a spot in the playoffs. They put up 9 points, no touchdowns,
Elite defense. They didn't need to score.
or they played the worst offense in NFL history.
Literally.
Elite defense.
Kicked 3 field goals, no touchdowns. Couldn't get anything going on the offensive side against a bottom 3 defense in
Are you
football.
saying they almost lost?
I am saying they almost lost. Yeah.
But almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. So
That is
doesn't even
facts.
count.
That's why I picked the Bucks.
And it's a divisional
And that's why they're
game.
almost going to win this playoff game. But instead, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to get it right back on track before losing probably
Hey,
next week.
the Bucks barely beat a divisional opponent. The Eagles just got blown out by a divisional opponent. So
I'll take the Eagles.
All right.
I like that pick.
Going to move over to the NBA. We've got the Denver Nuggets at the Philadelphia Sixers on Tuesday night at 7:30.
All right. I don't know where to go,
I don't either, dude.
but I am not going to be picking Mr. Banged Up load management legend Joel Embiid. I'm going to pick the anti-Embiid. Give me Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
the anti-bead. I'll keep this short. I picked the Sixers a couple times this year, and it just hasn't worked out for me. Give me Denver.
I'm not gonna take an island here and lose a point. Give me the Nugs.
Well, Embiid's out right now. He's out for the next 2 games. He'll be back by the time this game comes around, but I'm not going to take an island on this one either. I'll take the Nuggets to get it done on the road.
Easy enough. Next one. The Oklahoma City Thunder at the Los Angeles Clippers on Tuesday at 10.
This one's probably going to be pretty quick, too. Oh, Olivier Sarr is not playing tonight for the Thunder, so that might have some impact on it.
Davis Bertans is not playing either, dude.
That one's big.
That's huge.
Man.
That's a massive
Wait,
loss.
this game's Tuesday?
Tuesday,
Okay.
also on Tuesday. It is the 10 o'clock game on TNT.
They've played one time this year, and the Thunder won by 19. That one was in OKC. This one's going to be in LA. So give me the Clips.
I believe it is your turn now, Joe.
Oh, yeah. Well, I like both teams. I feel like Chet has gotten. When was the last game?
When was the last game?
Yeah.
Monday.
The 8th?
Are you talking about the last time they
okay.
played each other?
Yeah.
Oh.
December 21st.
Been about a month.
I feel like Chet getting better, though. Every game. ROTY.
LA hot, though.
That's true. Yeah. Give me the Clippers. Give me the home team.
All right. I've been picking the Clippers a lot for a lot of things, but I have also picked the Thunder at very opportune times this year, and it has worked out for me. I'm going to do the same thing here. I like the Thunder. Give me the Thunder to get it done on the road.
Well, the Thunder have a top 3 MVP candidate in SGA. He's averaging almost 32 points a game on 55% shooting and 89% free throws from the charity stripe. Meanwhile, the Clippers don't really have that top scorer. They kind of obviously they have 3 great scorers, so they kind of move it around a little bit. According to ESPN, the Clippers have a 65% chance to win the game, but I am going to take the Oklahoma City Thunder on the road. I think that Shea's going to have a big game. I don't think they have anybody that can guard Shea. James Harden is not a great defender, and I think Paul George will probably be elsewhere, and I don't think Zubac is a big enough threat to stop
Zubac.
Ivanka Zubac.
We've heard different announcers then.
I think. Yeah, Zubac. That's how I pronounce it. Anyway.
I always heard Zubac.
I always heard Zubac. We'll look it up in a second. Anyway, I'll take the Thunder to get it done.
All right. That brings us into one of Joe's favorite things on earth to pick. It is the first time we will be bringing it in this season, this year. We have got the Sony Open in Hawaii this weekend, and we got some golf picks. Fellas,
I'm going to
Lance,
start it off.
Go ahead.
You said this is the first full field tournament of the season.
It is indeed, but it does not look like
It's not everybody's
not
playing.
everybody's playing. You're missing like
All the
Scotty's
big
not
names.
playing.
Finau.
Spieth is not playing, I don't believe.
Justin Thomas.
Rory.
Justin Thomas is not in this one, but you do have some of the bigger young names: Ludwig, Tyrrell Hatton, Fitzpatrick,
Hatton is
Harmon.
not young.
Okay, but I fucking saw the first couple names, and
I don't know. So this is the first big tournament for some of these guys. We're still getting warmed up. So I'm going to just take a pick that when I saw the list of the field, I felt pretty good about. It's just going to kind of be a prayer. Give me Will Zalatoris.
No fucking way, dude. Are you serious?
Give me Will. He's going to get
my
it done.
The worst
God,
putter on
dude.
tour. That man
And
can't putt to save his life.
He's not going to need to.
and he's coming off of back surgery.
Yeah, it's
in
his
the
first
spring
time-
of
it's his
last year.
first-
It's his first
He
tournament
literally
back.
didn't play from
I'm-
April to December.
What a
That-
good story. What a good story to have.
You might have actually got lucky with that one, Joe, because
Yeah.
he could miss the cut.
I
this
just like the
weekend.
last name.
He played last week and he played well.
We'll see.
You or me?
You.
Is it me?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to take my favorite young guy to watch right now. I don't think he has gotten his first win on tour yet, so I'm going to pick him to get his first win on tour this weekend. He played pretty good golf last weekend at the it was in Maui,
The Century?
the Century. He played really good golf last weekend. I really like watching him play. He's one of my favorite young golfers. I'm taking Sahith Tagala.
I'm glad you took him now because I'm saving him for later.
Are you?
Yeah. I wanted to save. Oh, yeah. Rule change for
Oh,
golf.
yes, rule change. Okay, real
quick.
quick for golf this year. You can only pick one player
You can only
You
pick
can
a
only
pair, you
pick-
can only pick a player once per person. So we can all pick Scotty Scheffler, but we can only pick him one time.
So you got to save it. I thought about saving him. I really did, and I kind of forgot about that rule for a second. But I like some other guys in here to win some majors this year, which is really where I'm going to be trying to get my pick. So I am going to take Sahith early to get it done early and often out
That's
here
fair.
on the course.
So you haven't picked it, right? Or no, you have picked. You haven't picked. Go ahead.
Oh no, I want to hear because I don't know shit about
Well, I
it.
can't.
All right, well, just
According
tell
to
me,
Steve.
what do you think about this guy? He's got a cool name.
I don't have very many thoughts on him.
All right,
You can pick him if you want.
No. Let's go with. I feel like the farther down the list, the less likely I am to. That's probably what odds
Yeah,
mean.
it is
Probably.
golf,
That's what odds
though.
mean.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. You know what? I'm a big Minka Fitzpatrick fan. Give me Matt Fitzpatrick.
okay.
U.S. Open champ, right? U.S.
Yeah,
Open.
he didn't play he played pretty shitty last weekend, but
Um.
I think
Well, I was between two guys personally, as the golfer, we'll say,
Okay.
of the group. I was between Akshay Bhatia, young
see,
guy.
that would've been a good one.
But I am going to go with a player who finished top 15 last week. He won the event last year. Siwoo Kim
Okay.
won the event last year. Came in. He
I
was
like
a
that
top
pick.
15 guy this past week. I'll take Siwoo Kim.
All right, none of us have any good knowledge to come about hockey, so make your pick and make your pick quickly. Los Angeles Kings at Carolina Hurricanes on Monday. It's at 3:00. It's in the middle of the damn game. Two good hockey teams. Visceral right now. You don't have any. That ain't gonna do you no good. You don't know anything about hockey to begin with.
Give me the Kings.
Give me the Kings.
I'm gonna take the Hurricanes.
Shout out Miroslav. Give me the Kings.
All right. We appreciate you guys tuning in to another episode of Pick'em. Check this out. I'm going to say
Between Thursday at 8
between
p.m.
Thursday at about 6 p.m. and Friday at
about
10
noon.
a.m. We'll figure it out from there. It's going to start being consistent. Check us out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, obviously, and Facebook. If you get on there, most of people our age don't. Drop a like, drop a comment, smash. Yes, smash that sub button. And check out our podcast as well. The full-length episode comes out every Thursday morning. We will see you next week. Peace.